up, we have Deirdre. Deirdre, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, hi there. Good to see everyone. I work at Microsoft and I currently lead our education product engineering team. And so we create solutions for teaching and learning, things that help make teachers' jobs a little bit easier, help students, a lot of products around inclusive learning. So helping students with dyslexia or other language learning differences, lots of applications for things like live translation, which really can help in the learning process and reduce barriers.
Oh, you big time. You working for Microsoft. How does it feel to work for such a big company? I mean, we're moving more towards the Microsoft fabric.
Yeah.
So Microsoft is a big part of the future. So how does it feel to work for a company like Microsoft?
I love it. I've been here 17 years and I spent almost 10 years in Xbox, which was really fun, a whole different side of the business. But what I love most is the company culture and the focus on empowering peoples and organizations. And also internally, we have this focus on growth mindset, which is really about moving from know it all to learn it all. And I think that creates such a great company culture, something that we all rally around and are thinking about how can we learn, how can we change, how can we evolve, which is so critical right now. You mentioned AI that's used in Colaberry, but massive transformations happening right now with technology. And for us really to be able to meet the needs of our customers, we need to understand them. We need to be asking questions. We need to be working with them. So Microsoft provides a ton of opportunities to do all of that.
That's awesome that you presented the growth mindset because that's what Colaberry is all about, is the growth mindset and understanding that just because you may not have been blessed with certain traits, that if you work hard and you grind, then you can develop those traits. And that's what we teach at Colaberry. So
I love it.
we're very glad that you're on board with that, Deidre.
Great.
All right, Deidre, what's your feedback?
I love the energy and the enthusiasm. That was a great, relatable storytelling hook that you used throughout. I love the Goofy and the vending machine gift that you had in there. I saw the comment about learning something new. I love learning that the first vending machine had holy water. That was not something I knew and something that I will remember. There were a lot of transitions, and so that can be a little bit distracting. And one thing I would love to see is like a headline on the slides on sort of like the positive insights and negative insights. There's a lot of data on there, and I think it takes some time to digest it, but just having a headline of what do you want me to take away and remember from that? But great job. I loved your emphasis and enthusiasm. Really stands out.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm gonna echo Paula and Ahmed. Really great job, Mary, and I appreciate you taking on very difficult topic and bringing humanity to the data. Just great job with that. I thought the charts were really well done. The deep dive. I have questions. I would love to follow up maybe your next stage on things like, how is this relative to population? I think Ahmed brought up like were there different, financial or political climate or different things that might have affected that. I had lots of questions about, okay, what's driving that? So I think you inspiring sort of questions, curiosity, what can we do? What actions can we take? What's happening that's causing this? I think it's a really great starting point for that. There were a couple of places where my aging eyes, I wanted bigger font size. And so something like an accessibility checker, if you have access to that, could be really helpful just as you're going through and polishing the final slides. But overall, really great job. And, I'll echo, I think your initial story is so powerful. And I would love for that to feel more natural. It felt a little bit like you were trying to make sure you checked some points, but I think get that story, internalize it and own it and just deliver it. And it's okay if you leave out a few of those data points. It's, I think, more impactful if you're delivering that in a very natural way that helps convey, the emotion and connect with the audience. But overall, really, really great job. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Deidre, what's your overall thought process on this process?
Oh, I think it's wonderful. Storytelling and visualization is so critical. You can have amazing insights, and if you're able to, I think like Stephanie talked about, provide something that's memorable, that makes such a huge difference. Having, the detailed, well-organized slides, Mary, like you had with the charts on them, so that, if people have questions, they can go to a specific part, like as you're walking through it, even without a lot of interaction. you were able to draw us in and say, hey, you know, here's something I want to highlight. You did a good job of talking and navigating the slides, which is hard, but just going through this process and doing the practice is so critical. I was in a meeting earlier today where we were doing exactly this for an internal presentation at Microsoft and going through and saying, should we move this slide up? How should we do this? You know, good job in the presentation. We need to simplify a little bit. So this is very practical experience that you'll bring into your future job.
Awesome. Thank you for that wonderful feedback, Deirdre. Awesome. So I want to take a little bit of time out to appreciate Paula, Deirdre, and Ahmed for taking your times out. We know, listen, y'all make good money, so we understand, you know, what it's like to dedicate, you know, an hour and a half of your time, and we really appreciate it.
Really appreciate it. I mean, Deirdre is high-powered executive. Paula is like an accomplished entrepreneur, and we're so glad that you guys are here, and you know, it's very exciting for me to see you guys here.
So much. Thank you for having me. And I already sent an email to our talent acquisition team with the link to everyone's profile. So we'll definitely be checking that out and hopefully be able to employ some of your students in the near future.
Absolutely. We have a pipeline. never ending pipeline.
Great.
It's evergreen because we are creating the talent in our neighborhoods.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
Paula and Deirdre, we really appreciate you, like from the bottom of our heart, coming out. Like, we're trying to make an impact on this world, you know, and we appreciate you taking out the time to just come see what we're doing, you know. And moving forward, we're going to be gearing our projects more towards data science, more towards creating algorithms and being able to solve problems that businesses have. So that's where we're headed to now. I know that you guys know that that's the big thing. That's what we're after, right? And so Colaberry has used AI and machine learning to accelerate the time that it takes you to learn, because we're able to present those pieces to them so they can gain experience without having to go through 3 to 5 years, right? So that's our claim to fame in using AI. Some people use it for things like trying to make money in the stock market or trying to make money gambling or whatever. We use it to educate people so they can obtain this type of career in a shorter period of time than it would normally take them, right? And so that's our process. So thank you for coming out. We really appreciate you guys. All right, we're here every last Thursday of the month. Another Data Talent Showcase. We appreciate you guys for joining. We are out of here tonight. We will be here on the 28th of next month. Thank you for joining us. We are out this thing. You guys have a wonderful evening and weekend.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Sal, Ali, Jennifer. Thank you.
Have me a good time before my time is up. Hey, let's get it now. Ooh.